and that starts with Week 1. So without further ado, Week 1 of the NFL, all the games predicted right here. Let's go.
Okay, well, we start again with tonight's game, the Lions at the Chiefs. I'm going to go ahead and take the Chiefs. Look, we said this when we were doing divisional predictions. Until I'm shown that they are not the best team in football, I'm done trying to be trendy and say, oh, well, this team has a dark horse. No. The Chiefs are the best team in football. They have the best quarterback, the best coach, the best tight end in football. You could argue best singular weapon in Travis Kelce, period. I'm done trying to be trendy, saying somebody else is going to dethrone them. I don't think it happens. I do think the Lions are going to have a good season, but they're not built to go into Arrowhead on opening night when that banner's going up and beat the Chiefs. There's a reason the line's at 6.5. I'll take the Chiefs all day over the Lions.
Chiefs all day. Mahomes, Kelce, they don't lose. Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid do not lose, especially in September. You think that changes now with Detroit coming to town? Absolutely not. Chiefs.
Yeah, I don't think that's a hot take.
No.
Let's go Panthers at the Falcons. I'm going to go ahead and take the Falcons. I think the Panthers, again, they have some talent there. I like Bryce Young a little bit. I think he's going to be probably the best of the rookie class.
He's not ready to win yet.
I don't think he's ready to go on the road to Atlanta, and I think their offensive line's not ready for the pass rush that Atlanta can provide. Grady Jarrett, Bud Dupree, they got some guys that can get after the passer, and we know Carolina's offensive line's not very good, and their front seven is good at pass rushing. The run stopping is where I worry. In terms of Carolina's defense, that's kind of the weak spot of the team. And Atlanta can run the damn football. Tyler Algier, Bijan Robinson. They go 3 or 4 deep that can run the rock. And Arthur Smith coming from Tennessee is clearly a run game wizard. So I do worry about Carolina being able to stop the run. I'll take Atlanta.
No, I like that too. Atlanta has more of the pieces. And look, I don't love Desmond Ridder or whoever the hell is going to start there. But
I don't think you have to, though, for this game.
I don't think so either. I don't like Bryce Young. I've never been high on him. All offseason we've had our doubts. And, even if he was great, even if he was going to be, I think, one of the better rookies.
I just don't think he's going to be the best rookie of the class.
Could be. He's undersized. I have so many doubts about him. But even if he was, far and away better, still, first NFL game, first regular season game, I don't like to pick a rookie there.
That's fair. Jags traveling to Indianapolis. I'm going to go ahead and take the Jags. I know it's kind of trendy to say, the Colts at home. It's been a weird type of matchup over the last 5 years. The Colts are, sometimes good, but then they go to Jacksonville, they lose. But at home, they're good. Again, done trying to be trendy. Who's the better quarterback? Which the better roster? It's far and away Jacksonville.
Trevor
it's
Lawrence
not all that
and
close.
Yeah.
And I do like Shane Steichen, but right now Doug Peterson is a more experienced head coach. I think there's a coaching advantage, quarterback advantage, roster advantage. That for me, that's pretty easy.
You have to give that one to Jacksonville.
Yeah, I would agree. All right, Pittsburgh hosting the San Francisco 49ers. Actually, the Niners are favored, so Pittsburgh is getting points at home. We know Tomlin, as an underdog, is one of the best underdog coaches in the history of the league.
Yeah.
Especially at home. I don't think that changes now. I think the Steelers are going to be ready to play. And I don't know what I'm getting from Brock Purdy, right? UCL surgery, do we understand pitchers are out for 18 months? It is no small thing. For him to get elbow surgery, and I don't expect him to be back in 100%. If it's Sam Darnold, I think he's going to be seeing ghosts. I'll take the Steelers over the Niners at home, getting points with Tomlin as an underdog coach.
Yeah, and the one thing you have to look for there, one, you might have a banged-up quarterback. If not, you have Sam Darnold. And how does a banged-up Brock Purdy and or even a healthy Sam Darnold look against that Steelers pass rush and defense? I'm going to tell you something, it's not going to be pretty, especially when the Steelers are at home.
And the Niners will be without Nick Bosa,
yeah.
So that's something to watch as well.
So, yeah, I'm going Steelers. We've been on this one for a long time. I think we've been looking forward and predicting this game for, 8, 9, 10 weeks now. I think we've been looking at it. Steelers all day.
Yeah. Cardinals at Commanders. I don't love the Commanders, but I do think they are the better football team right now than Arizona. Who's Arizona's starting quarterback? Josh Dobbs? I'm not huge on Sam Howell either, but Sam Howell's a better quarterback than Josh Dobbs, or at least more talented than Josh Dobbs. And I do like the weapons on the outside for the Commanders. They have a really nice front seven. For me, they're a better football team than Arizona.
Yeah, 100%. We've said Arizona's tanking. I don't expect them to win a lot of games. I don't expect them to start the season off on a high note. So I'll go Washington.
Yeah, I would agree. Here's a split for us. Bengals at the Browns.
Okay, now this one's interesting.
See, I'm going to go ahead and take Cleveland. I don't love Cleveland on the year. I think they're a little bit overrated. I don't think Deshaun returns to MVP caliber form like he was in Houston, but I do think he's going to be a lot better this year. I think Nick Chubb's going to be able to run the football, and historically, Cincinnati starts slow. I know Joe Burrow has not had a full training camp yet, and that's caused some slow starts. Yeah. He had the surgery last year, comes back. Now it's not quite as serious in terms of like bodily trauma as major surgery, but the calf is a problem. We saw it last year. He had, 4 picks in the opener against the Steelers.
Yeah.
I do think there's a real chance they start slow, and he's like 1-4 against the Browns in his career, and this is all if he even plays. And if he doesn't, I don't think the Bengals have a shot. So I'll go ahead and take the Browns, whether Joe Burrow starts or not. And if he doesn't, I feel even more confident about the Browns, especially being at home. I'll take Cleveland.
Okay, I'm going Bengals. I think they have the better roster. I think they have better weapons. I don't love their defense, but I think they'll be able to do enough. And yes, they have historically started slow. But then again, it's Cleveland, and Cleveland isn't exactly, they don't get off the crazy red hot starts. And also, I just can't get over the soundbite that I just heard in my head of saying, you going, oh yeah, and I'm gonna take Cleveland this week. That kind of threw me through a loop. So
tough.
I'm taking Cincinnati, first split of the season, and the best man win.
All right, second split of the season. Tennessee Titans travel to New Orleans to face the Saints. I'll go ahead and take the Saints. I do think they have the better quarterback. I think they have the better, you could argue, roster. I think offensively the Saints have a better roster. So I think offense wins games, especially at home in a dome like that. Offense is going to be the key. So I think with the better quarterback and a better offense, I do think the Saints pull this one out. I do think it's close, though. The Saints getting 3 points at home feels about right, but it's a line that's a little shady. I think it's going to be a close game. You're taking the Titans. Why?
Yeah, this game was one that I could see going either way. Kind of stumbled on it for a little bit, thinking through it. I think at the end of the day, Tennessee has the better run game. They do, 100% with Derrick Henry.
I would agree.
And if they can get that working, I don't see the Saints being able to keep pace with that. Now, the quarterback comparison makes me a little nervous. If it's Tannehill,
feel a little bit better about it.
I feel better. I don't like Malik Willis.
I think they announced Tannehill's going to start. Okay, so you're all right. Yeah.
Okay, I'll take Tannehill and the Titans and that run game. The Saints have been back and forth. All right, over the last season to 2 seasons, ever since Drew Brees left, it's been
a little up and down.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take Tennessee.
That's fair. Buccaneers at Vikings. Now we do expect the Vikings to take a step back. A lot of people do, but people have them going like 7-10. I think that's ridiculous. I think they beat the Bucs week 1. They're still going to be a very good. Kirk Cousins is still a top 10 quarterback. Now he's 9 or 10. But Kirk's going to put up big boy numbers. Kirk is a very good quarterback. Justin Jefferson is great. I think Jordan Addison is a steal. I think he's going to be a really, really good number 2 receiver. T.J. Hawkinson's fantastic. Yeah, the defense isn't great, but it's Baker. He'll be fine. I think the Vikings win this game.
Yeah, there's no way Baker comes in and upsets Minnesota.
Yeah, not on the road like that.
No.
All right, Texans at the Ravens.
Ravens.
That's Ravens. Now, if I had to bet on the biggest week 1 performance, there's an argument that Lamar Jackson's on there. He's historically started pretty fast. Remember that game against Miami in like week 3 a couple years ago? I think that was his MVP season where he put up like 400-something yards and like 5 touchdowns. So yeah. I think that's that type of performance for Lamar and the Ravens. And there's going to be a lot of hype around them after this week 1. I think it'll be a little overhyped, but I do think they start really, really quickly.
I think so too. Houston's not going to put up a fight.
Yeah.
No, and as a rookie quarterback, you kidding me? In Baltimore? Okay.
We'll see. Rams at Seattle. I'll take Seattle. I think Geno Smith is serviceable, and it being in Seattle, I don't know if Cooper Kupp's going to play week 1, and if Cooper Kupp doesn't play week 1, they're screwed. I mean, I've never seen a team more reliant on the top receiver. Like if Van Jefferson's your 1, you're done. You're cooked. Mm-hmm. Like that's it. And so if Cooper Kupp doesn't play, it's not looking good for the Rams, and he probably won't play, so I'll take Seattle.
And we've talked about the talent in Seattle. Yeah. It's going to be...
It's off the charts.
It's going to be a pretty damn good season for them.
It's if they can put it all together. Yeah, because it's a lot of young guys.
Well, yeah. But we have them finishing second in the division.
Yeah. I think they'll make the playoffs.
100%. So, yeah, I like Seattle here. I don't like the Rams.
All right, Green Bay at the Chicago Bears. You're taking the Bears. Why?
Justin Fields, I think, is going to be better than Jordan Love. I don't like Justin Fields. We just talked about it in the first segment. But I think he's going to be better than Jordan Love. And I think overall, that team has a little bit more momentum. They have better weapons. And I don't love the Packers. This game is so... This game could go either way. I could 100% see this game
going. Here's exactly how I see this game going. Really good run game. Jordan Love, in what we've seen, has been pretty efficient, especially in the preseason. Has been efficient, high percentage throws. That seems like the direction they're going to go with this offense. Hey, let's not put this kid in 3rd and 14. Let's keep him in 2nd and 5s, 3rd and 4s. And I think Jordan Love, possession, run game, efficient throws, 3rd and 3s, is going to be able to move the sticks, keep the ball away from the Bears, which I think will have a pretty good offense. Keep the ball away from that offense. I think they'll time of possession, culture, run game, their way to a victory. That's what I'm betting on. I'm betting on LaFleur, efficiency, run game. I think that's how they win the game. I think they'll beat the Bears.
Don't get me wrong. I don't like Justin Fields. I think he will be 6-20 after this game, which is obviously not good. But I think he adds a win here.
That's fair. All right, Raiders at the Broncos. We're both going to take the Broncos. I actually did stew on this for just a second because I think the Raiders arguably have more talent in key positions. Devontae Adams, really good edge rusher, really nice left tackle. They have the positions that you want to check off, and the Broncos don't really. But I do think this is a Sean Payton, Russell Wilson pick. There's no way Russ is as bad as he was last year, and Sean Payton is going to clean up a lot of the issues in Denver. They're going to win this game, especially it being at home in Mile High.
Yeah, I think so too. The quarterback thing in Vegas is just, even Jimmy, it's Jimmy G, I get it. I still don't love it. I'd rather have Russell Wilson and Sean Payton than a Jimmy G.
I know, Josh McDaniels. I would agree. Dolphins at the Chargers. Look, late in the season, once Jalen Ramsey gets back, you could argue me into the Dolphins, but I think right now, with how banged up that defense is...
It's got to be Jay Herb.
It's got to be Jay Herbo, and I do think it's going to be really exciting to see how Kellen Moore and Justin Herbert, how that mesh goes, because I think it's going to be dynamic.
Yeah.
There's a chance they put up 40 this week one. I think the Chargers are going to roll.
No arguments from this side.
Eagles at the Patriots. Now, we'll talk about this in bets on a budget, but the Eagles are going to win. It's going to be close, I think. I think the Patriots being at home... Belichick's also a very good underdog coach, so I'll go ahead and take the Eagles, but I think there's a Super Bowl hangover that's going to be possible, and I think this is a tough Week 1 matchup.
Yeah, I think so too. I think the Eagles win, but Belichick does not get embarrassed at home.
No, he
just does not.
But I will say it was interesting when the one time he did though was to the Bears last year. What? Oh yeah. Make sense. Yeah. That was weird. All right, Cowboys at Giants. Another one that I think is going to be weirdly close, but I think the Cowboys are a better football team, yeah. And they match up really well against the Giants. Even though the Giants have been competitive the last 2 or 3 years, the Cowboys always seem to roll them. They just match up well, so I'll take the Cowboys.
Yeah, the only thing that I worry about is that Saquon's going to be able to hold on to that ball, and New York's going to be able to possession their way to maybe make it close.
It's possible, but...
and it is a divisional matchup. I mean, these teams see each other a lot.
I'm not saying
match up very well.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Cowboys, but I'm just saying watch this game because it could flip very easily.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Bills at Jets. I'll take the Bills. I don't think the Jets, that offensive line is bad. It's really, really bad. And the Bills have a very good front. Even if Von Miller doesn't play, they're still going to rotate 6 to 7 deep that are really high-end players.
Yeah.
I think the Bills are all over Aaron Rodgers. That situation can get very sticky, very problematic very quickly in New York. There's a chance you can look up in the third quarter, they're down by 2 touchdowns, and it is getting tense on that sideline. I'll take the Bills.
Yeah, I'll take the Bills as well. For a second there, I wavered. I was thinking about maybe the Jets. Don't worry, I came back to reality, woke myself up a little bit, took another sip of Red Bull, and then it was like, yeah, it's going to be the Bills.
Yeah, I would agree. All right, that's it.
We have waited since we've been talking about it since February. We've been predicting divisions and going through the entire offseason, entire draft. Everything for that moment right there. Those are the Week 1 predictions. Now